Most parents repeat instructions once, twice, sometimes many times. Put your shoes on. Please put your shoes on. I asked you to put your shoes on. And still, nothing happens. Repeating feels necessary. It feels logical. And in the moment, it feels like the only option. Because life is moving. The clock is moving, and you're trying to keep the day on track. But over time, it starts to feel exhausting. You wonder why something so small takes so much energy. You may start questioning yourself. Am I not being clear? Am I too soft? Am I too strict? Or are they simply not listening? When repeating doesn't work, many parents assume the child is choosing not to respond, that they heard the instruction and decided to ignore it. It's easy to believe that hearing something again should make it clearer. That's how it works for adults. But clarity often isn't the real problem. Processing is. Repeating instructions assumes the issue is understanding. In many cases, it isn't. The child knows what's being asked. The challenge is acting on it in that moment. Here's the part that often surprises parents. Repeating adds pressure, even when you don't mean it to. And pressure reduces processing. When a child is already overloaded, more words don't help. They make the moment heavier. Children don't process language the way adults do, especially under stress. Their brain doesn't respond by thinking, I should focus harder now. Instead, it shifts into coping mode. In coping mode, the brain prioritizes safety and regulation, not compliance. It's trying to manage feelings, sensation, and overwhelm. That's why a child may freeze, or stare, or move more slowly, or suddenly get silly, or suddenly get upset. Not because they're refusing, but because their system is full. Think of it like trying to load more apps when your phone battery is almost dead. The phone hasn't stopped working on purpose. It simply doesn't have the capacity. Children are similar. When capacity drops, skills temporarily go offline. Listening is one of the first to go, and something else happens when we repeat. The instruction stops sounding like information. It starts sounding like urgency. Even if your words are polite, the repeated pattern communicates, now, now, now. Many children experience that as pressure, and pressure makes it harder to switch tasks. This pattern shows up in everyday moments. Mornings before school, when time feels tight. Homework time, when focus is already stretched. Leaving the park, when emotions are high. Bedtime, when tiredness has taken over. In these moments, parents repeat because they're trying to help things move along. But repeating adds urgency. Urgency adds pressure. And pressure often slows things down. Let's take a very common example. It's morning. You say, put your socks on. Your child is still holding a toy, or still thinking about something, or just waking up. You repeat it. Now your child has two jobs. They have to put socks on, and they have to deal with the feeling of being rushed. You repeat again. Now it's not just socks, it's also the rising tension in the room. The child's body registers that. And if the child is sensitive to pressure, they may slow down even more. Not to annoy you, but because pressure makes transitions harder. Or another example, homework time. You say, start your work. The child is already tired from school, already holding stress from the day, already unsure where to begin. You repeat. Now there is work, and there is the fear of disappointing you. You repeat again, and the child's brain shifts further away from thinking and closer to coping. So what often works better is fewer words, not more. One clear instruction, then a pause. That pause can feel uncomfortable, especially when you're in a hurry. But for children, it allows the brain to shift gears. There's a difference between a child not hearing you and a child needing time to transition. Repeating immediately removes that transition time. Try giving a single instruction, then silently count to 5 in your head. It will feel long, but it often helps. Moving closer also helps. Not to intimidate, not to corner them, but to connect. Presence communicates more than volume. A calm presence, a gentle touch on the shoulder, getting down to their level, saying the same instruction once. That can be more effective than calling across the room 3 times. Another shift that helps is reducing the number of steps. Instead of brush your teeth, put your pajamas on, and come back. Try 1 step. Brush your teeth. When that's done, you give the next step. This reduces the mental load. Because for many children, multi-step instructions are not just instructions. They're a memory task, and under stress, memory tasks fall apart. Timing matters too. If emotions are already high, even the best instruction won't land. In that moment, the brain is busy managing feelings. Waiting briefly until things settle just a little can change the entire interaction. Not because the child suddenly decides to cooperate, but because their system has space again. There's also something important for parents to hear. Repeating instructions isn't bad parenting. It's a sign of stress. And stress makes all of us talk more. When we're anxious, we add words. We explain, we persuade, we repeat. But listening improves when pressure decreases. Clear, calm, connected. This doesn't mean parents stop setting boundaries. Structure still matters. Expectations still matter. But the delivery matters. If you want a simple approach to replace repeating, try this. 1 instruction, 1 pause, 1 connection move, 1 instruction said clearly and simply, a short pause to allow processing, and a connection move. Step closer, lower your voice, make it easier to hear and act. If the child still doesn't move, instead of repeating the same words louder, you can describe the next step. I'm going to help you start. Let's do the first part together. We'll do 1 step, then you can do the next. Support isn't the opposite of boundaries. Support is what makes boundaries possible when a child is overloaded. And the goal isn't a perfect response every time. The goal is fewer power struggles, a calmer home, and a child who learns over time that instructions are manageable. Parenting isn't about being louder. It's about being understood. And that understanding builds over time. 1 moment at a time. This is parenting practically. What actually works with kids.